Okay. Welcome to Hangman Tarot. We're going to get started here. We're going to be doing our all zodiac sign readings. Just do some intuitive pickups on some energy from the person that you're interested in. So all zodiac signs, and we are going to start with Aries today. I want to go over all the little fun facts before we start our tarot card reading. I want to make sure that everybody goes and checks out Hangman Tarot YouTube channel so that you can hit that subscribe button. Make sure you get to come back for all your future readings. So especially hit that bell button so that you're able to get those notifications and you'll be able to come back and see me hang out. Sorry, my dog is itching himself. Literally the loudest dog on the planet. So don't mind him, okay? He just likes to hang out for the readings. He likes his readings very much. Frank, so sorry. Frank. See, it's just like he's out of control. Okay, so anyway, make sure to go check out all those links in the description box so that you can go check out all those and share them and like them and follow them, of course, if you would. Please and thank you. As well as, again, one last time, subscribe to Hangman Tarot so that you can come back for all your readings. We are going to be starting with Aries. It is April 28th. We are soon into the May. Okay. And, you know, it's getting warmer out, hopefully. We'll see. Don't quite know. This is Aries, though. This is, how do they feel? And this is just going over some current energy of the person that you're interested in. Intuitively picking up on things. So this person, whomever this person is an air sign. This person is very depressed. This person has an issue. There's several things going on in this individual's life. Aries, this is not surprising that you have chosen or you're concerned about somebody who's so invested in their anxieties and the things that bother them the most, because these two sword cards are in reverse and they definitely indicate a ton of things to me. This person's just drowning, you know, they just definitely are bound to that for life. It's just something within them. It is probably not something that they'll pick up and just, you know, like go take care of, you know, at a counseling or anything, because it's just very embedded in who they are. It's just something about them. Something we may never even know. You may never know, Aries. So sorry, getting a message here. They are single though, and you are single too. That is also being indicated here. So the person that you're interested in is super depressed, has a lot of like issues, but they're bound to this for life. Like this is not something that is just going to go away. So this air sign, they are single, and so are you. So this is very confusing why you would even bother with this bullshit, because this is bullshit, because this person is never going to probably get into a place with you as far as like being happy, because that's just not who they are. They're just not that person. Let's see. Let's do two more cards. We'll just see how they think and feel. So, but they are single, and there was like almost like a deadline. I just keep picking up on deadline. The tick tock, tick tock. It's almost like they were running out of time, or you were running out of time, Aries. One of the two. Or maybe one of you has a job in which, you know, you may run out of time. Maybe you have a deadline of some type. That would be really weird. That's what that is. Okay, here we go. So these cards, okay, the next necessary cards for sure. Okay, so this air sign is single, yes, but this kept getting indicated. So this is, you know, kind of that time card I was talking about. So there was some kind of a deadline, or I was kind of questioning what was going on. Well, this is how they feel. The timing is not right. So that's what this TikTok deadline time is running out. So there was a time or a moment for you two, and now it's over. They're aware of that, and they feel like that time has run out. And they're trying they have tried to express to you that you have no idea how hard this has been for them to let go of you. And Aries, you definitely feel the same, but you feel as if like you could keep trying to knit it back together, but there's no way. There's no fucking chance in hell this is actually going to work, because the timing here is being indicated by the both of you that this just isn't the greatest of times. But again, you know that this is difficult. They've told you that this is difficult for them, but you know, the whole like, the timing thing though is definitely something that bothers them. That is definitely something they're emotionally having to, you know, manhandle, because they know, true to God, they know that this timing for this relationship has fucking ended and they are done. So they're moving on because they have to, because they know. And again, you kind of keep trying to draw them back in, but that's not helping the situation. And currently, if you're single, just remove that situation, feel it, accept it, acknowledge it, let that grow inside of you. Learn from, you know, the breakups. The breakups are where you learn. So stop trying to bring it back together and learn more, because it's going to be the same shit, different day. Okay? All right, Aries. So, a good intention to pull from that would be accept what you don't want to accept. Accept it with grace. Just like Hangman Tarot. Accept it with grace, honey. Okay. We are now going to go into our Taurus. The birthday girl, the birthday boy. Can you believe it's already May? I just can't even believe it's already May. It's just crazy to me. All right, so we are doing Taurus. We're doing how do they feel about me, current energy, just intuitive vibes, energetically, trying to see, connect how they're feeling, how they're thinking, maybe just an external source that is making the issue good or bad. We're just going to figure whatever comes out of these cards for Taurus. We're going to figure it out on how they are feeling about Taurus. All right, so we got fire sign thus far. So we are looking at a fire sign for sure. Somebody on a spiritual growth, somebody who just really is on a run for their money. So this person is extremely successful, just kind of like bulldozing through things, creating crafts, maneuvering through their skill. They're pretty badass, but they are a fire sign. So we are dealing with a fire sign for sure. I'm going to pull some more cards for... see where we're at on things. It's almost as if they're trying to focus, and at the same time though, they are dealing with you, Taurus. So they are in this place of needing to focus. They're definitely in a place of almost being meditative. Oh, that makes sense. But you know, when you're, you know, dealing with an earth sign, you're dealing with somebody of strong, solid, they're grounded, but they also are very loyal. They're very dedicated, and they're very focused to their individual. So this, you know, we'll see how this is running. Thus far, it's just looking as if maybe this is just more of an indulgence thing for them, or you might be kind of an obsession for them. Definitely a soulmate. Does that indicate that that's a twin flame? Hell no. But they are a soulmate. So you are learning something from this person in the process. So there's nothing really bad about this situation, even as of right now, without knowing the entire story. But yes, you two are very, very... My dog, I'm so sorry. He's just... Franklin. He's just out of his mind. He never gets in the camera. I don't know what he's doing. Franklin. You gotta move, buddy. No reading cards for you today. See, he's annoyed now. He's going to go rub around on the ground again. Okay, sorry about that. So basically your fire sign is similar to you. They're almost exactly like you. They are very much a soulmate, but they're not a twin flame. So they're not of the same soul, two different bodies. They're just very similar to you. But they are very romantic with you. You know, as far as friendship and relationships go. But it's almost like this is more of an obsession for the fire sign. So the obsession is definitely being indicated here with the cards. We're going to know more here in a minute. But the indulgence for the fire sign with the earth sign with Taurus is definitely high. And again, their main focus is their work. It's their craft or whatever is them. Their focus is them, honey. They ain't much into anything else besides them. All right, come on. Okay, there we go. Shoot now. All right. So I love you has been indicated in this relationship. So there's an I love you. They are thinking, well, they're emotionally feeling, basically what they think and what they don't tell you are two different things. So they do say I love you. They have expressed their love for you. Even though it is probably more of an obsession, they are still expressing that they do love you. Okay. And they do, and you know, they don't completely react to the idea of you in their life. That is being indicated too, but the things that you're not pretty clear on is the fact that their life is just not as together as you think it is. So they've got all this stuff laid out for you, Taurus, and they're telling you one thing, but they're indicating on the inside, the energy currently about how they feel about the situation is that my life is not as together as I'd like it to be. It's hogwash, it's bullshit, it's scratched off, it's pretend, it's whatever it is, however it resonates. This fire side, they're so focused on them that none of that really matters anyway. But the fact is how they're feeling on the inside. They're definitely feeling like, hey, I'm giving you half of me and the other half I'm not telling you because I don't have my shit together as much as you think it is. And that's why I'm so focused. That's why I'm so honed in on work, because I'm really not what you think I am. But I do love you. And I am obsessed with you, Taurus. And I think that, you know, we would be great together. I just don't want to, I just don't want to promote it. So that's where they're at with this. But this is a soulmate situation, and this is something to learn from no matter what, Taurus. So however it is that they feel, however it is they think or want to lie about or be obsessed with, the bottom line is you fucking win. Because you get to go home and you have grown. You learn from the situation. Yeah, it sucks. Yeah, it doesn't feel good. But, you know, in the end, it's going to better you. All right, let's move on. We're going to move into our Gemini. So Gemini, we're going to move into our April 28th horoscope, kind of just picking up on intuition, current energy of love, any kind of relationship for Gemini. Just kind of currently where they're standing with an individual in their life. All right, the moon reverse. That's such a cool card, though. Even though you don't want to draw it. No, you don't. All right. All right, Gemini. Who is it that you're courting? Who are we dealing with? Oh! What the hell? Oh my God. Literally got the reverse the moon and then the hangman. Wow. Wowza. Good Lord. I can't even tell you how stressed I am right now. Only because it's such an odd pair. Very odd. Definitely dealing with a Pisces is definitely hitting right at Pisces. Okay, so Pisces. Kind of mimics it, I guess. It's just like not a very happy Pisces, but somebody who's clearly good at surrendering even when there's like moments of discomfort. So this person is used to just kind of hanging out in discomfort. They're used to just being, you know, completely upside down on any situations, and they're able to maneuver through. But yet they also seem to be kind of in a place where they're not doing that as much. So it's like that's kind of life that they want to live. They want to live in this big depth of perception, but it's almost seemingly like as if like it's there's a mood, if you will. It's just too emotional. There's just something overriding the perception. So that okay, let's figure it out. Okay. This is going to be a good one, I'm sure. I'm sure we're going to figure this out. We have to. Okay, so the Hanged Man, basically, a really pissed off, moody hangman, and a Pisces all at the same time. All right, so there we go. All right, so there's some kind of issue. There is a risk in this relationship if you were to be involved in it or if you are involved in it, okay? They're already in a place where they're feeling closed in. They feel trapped. They don't feel as if like this would be a great risk, but this is probably more of a risk for you, Gemini, actually, oddly enough. I think it is. But And you're just, it's almost as if like somebody in the relationship is just not really looking at the entire picture. You're not really inhaling everything, and you're not facing the truths of the matter. And it's completely irrational, whatever this is. And there's even like almost like a reminiscing. So it's almost like you're going back and you're grabbing the hand of somebody whom you're not supposed to be with because you've already tried and it was not, and now you're trying to go back to it. So you are reminiscing with somebody of the sorts in your past, and we're going to find out more on how they feel and think. But yeah, they're definitely, I'm definitely feeling Pisces for sure. Let me see here. Yeah, I'm definitely feeling like this person is just not quite themselves, because quite so they seemingly pretty intuitive, but they're not themselves. Again, like they are just not whom they usually, you know, kind of rummaging around and are. So something's actually going on in their life, and which has been just kind of making them feel quite clumsy, maybe out of the sorts. Okay. Okay, so they do want to feel the way that they felt with you when they were in the relationship previous. So this is very much reminiscing into your history, or rummaging around your, you know, old girlfriend or old boyfriend box, and you caught one. Well, you know, they want to feel that way again too, but again, when you bring the past into the future, it just completely implodes or explodes or whatever, because it is not supposed to be there, because we've already learned from that. We've already moved on from that, but not with this Pisces. This Pisces, you're definitely taking a risk when doing this. The both of you are both taking a risk, quite so. And it is frustrating, and it is like a trapped type of feeling, especially when you are involved in the relationship, because that's clearly why you guys probably didn't work out to begin with. But you are aware, they have let you know that they feel like they have crossed the line with you, and they have expressed this emotionally. You know, they weren't very, you know, forthcoming with the fact that they, you know, wanted to feel the same again as they did when they were in the relationship, but that is an issue. Okay. And so that is the whole like irrational thinking or irrational like perception, is when you're not actually looking at the good and the bad shit, because the bad shit, of course, you know, it's wonderful to look at all the good stuff, but like if we don't put everything into the picture, it's extremely crazy. It is made up. So denial, you're definitely denial. You're definitely feeling the denial of the situation, and you're not probably aware of that. But when you're back returning into, you know, again, that box of old girlfriends or old boyfriends, don't grab one, because you don't want to, you know, renew that kind of stuff. You don't want to like, no, it's just not working. This person is making you think irrationally. This person is making you deny the fact that this is actually happening. So you two need to learn from this lesson and keep it moving. But they do. They want to feel the way that they used to feel when they were with you. They will never feel that way again, ever, because whatever happened in that relationship, y'all fucked it up. Y'all fucked it up, and then you know, you can't quite go back to the way it used to be. That's just not the way it works. Okay, people, can we just not do that anymore? No. I wish. I mean, that'd be great. If I were to do that in any relationship, it would be with my dog, Frank. Huh, Frank? I would love to go back to, you know, the time where I felt like happy. That's not what I meant. That's totally not what I meant. I swear. Frank, I was playing. I say some silly stuff. Okay. All right, we're moving on into our Virgo sign. I get not poor Frank. He's probably like, well, I thought you were happy in this relationship. I thought we were too. All right. Yeah, see, now he's going to get up and get on out of here. All right, so we got a definite fire sign for our Virgo. Somebody of the not so positive manners. So they're just, not quite, with the outlook of positivity. So they're just not like thinking that the light is in front of them. They're just definitely one of those fire signs that are clearly passionate, clearly creative. Like they got all this amazing things about them, but they're not as positive as we would think that they are. So there's like something very negative on the inside. So there's darkness being indicated to me in this reading. So this is Virgo, and this is definitely a fire sign, a very negative fire sign, which, a lot of the times with those fire signs, with so much power and so much like strength and, all this wonderful things, comes a real dark shadow. There's a real shadow sometimes. Oh, thank you, Carla. Great. Yay, love Virgo. Yay, I love it. So yeah, they're just, it's kind of wishy-washy with that one. So it's like, you're like, what the hell? Because when you're thinking that you're going to get somebody who's bright like the sun, and they also begin to indicate that they are not, it's very confusing. It's very confusing. So this fire sign, again, is, morphing into less of the light that we thought that they were. It's kind of how I'm feeling this. This is a soulmate, but this is a soulmate relationship. So this is a relationship where two people are very similar. You're not of the same soul, so it's not like a twin flame thing again, but you were in a romantic partnership with this person, or you are as of now. There is a huge obsession here, one or the other. It's almost like an indulgence again, and with that fire sign comes that obsession sometimes. And so that's not a huge shock to me either. Okay, let's get more on how they think and feel. Because, they're pretty clear on how they feel usually, but there's some things that will come out that they just probably haven't said to you. Okay. So they're trying to become a better person, and you're aware of that. It's like all the time. We get it. Okay. But they feel like they crossed the line somewhere with you. And this is something that they haven't discussed with you. So they're indicating the cards are indicating that they have very much crossed some sort of boundary that you've laid down, some sort of line in the sand. And they don't want you to feel not the way that you felt. Like they want you to go back. Let's just go back. That's how it's almost like, it's like, you can't, you fucked up, you crossed the boundary, and now guess what I gotta do? I gotta sit over here and hate you. Now what? The fire sign expects you to like them all of a sudden? Like bullshit. That's not happening, honey. And you're very much in a prison of it. You're very mentally stifled because of it. And it's like, you want so badly to just go back and pretend, but it's not happening. Ugh, yes. Separations are the worst. And it's like, you just don't get it. They don't get it sometimes. Like people just in general don't get the fact that if you fuck with each other enough or you mess things up enough, it's like there is no coming back from this. Like you've destroyed the things that I once thought about you. So this is exactly what's happening in this situation. And again, you two were very similar, or were you? It's almost as if he actually mirrored what you were. So that's kind of where that comes in. And all the great things that you were thinking about him are actually in you. So you don't even really need him because you already got that shit inside you. But yeah, they're trying to be different. But again, it doesn't matter. We don't know how to detach from the old person that we thought they were in order to attain the new one, if that makes sense. And it sucks, especially when you're in a separation. It makes things really, really hard, and it makes things very confusing. I feel almost as if when separated, a lot of times you can see new lenses. You can see through new lenses of the person that, you once used to be with. Like I have developed a large image of somebody I'm separated from, but it's even more positive one. And the way that he fathers is just amazing. Like, so there's these wonderful things that can come into play if you're separated. But this fire sign, no. He's still upside down sun. He's an upside down sun. This is not working. He's not exactly the light that you thought he was. Like, this is a common theme. Like, it sucks. It really sucks. Because you go into a relationship, you're like, this is the sun. This is the sun, I know it. They're bright, they're, you know, voluminous, they're heavy, they're fierce, they're strong, they're fiery, they're everything. They're everything. And they carry light. And then you get them home and you unwrap them in the light in the house and you're like, no, this is not what I asked for. I need a receipt. I need to take this. I need to take this back. Please. All right. So anyway, good intention to pull from that is the fact that all that good shit that you thought that fire sign was is actually inside of you. Those are things that we project onto other people to make them appear like what we want. So we just kind of imagine what somebody is. And they give us these indications that they are this, but it's like, it's, you know, most of the time it's bullshit because, you know, they get back, they get comfortable, they, you know, start smelling, they eat too much, start gaining weight and getting negative and hell no. You got that shit inside you. You keep that good stuff inside of you and you just keep it moving. Just keep it moving. And if he changes, great. Just keep it moving though. Like, just keep swimming forward. That is a great reading though, Virgo. Like, I loved it. I hope that you find some kind of closure though, Carla. I definitely would want that for you. Because that is, separations are the worst. It's like a limbo. Yeah, and it's not to say he's this huge pain in the ass or he's this, but, you know, whatever, he's this and that. It's just to say that, like, that isn't the one for you. And the one for you is deeply inside. We don't actually have like that. It's just there's certain contracts that we need to meet, and that's one of them. And he's definitely a soulmate though, or he or she, excuse me. But they're definitely a soulmate, and that just means that there was something between the two of you that you needed to finish, and something to learn from maybe. And it definitely don't mean he's a bad person. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you so much for coming in and being so open and commenting. I love it. It's my favorite. It is my favorite. All right, we're gonna get going over to, what do we got? Leo? We're on Leo next, I think. Okay. Leo. Let's see what we have in store. So, this is our April 28th reading. Just kind of vibing off intuition, just kind of feeling things here energetically. Just trying to get an in on how somebody feels about you. And this is Leo's. We have so far done Aries through our Virgo. We just ended our Virgo. Woo, girl. Okay, hold on. Dumped on the ground. Alrighty. Okay. Well, just as I thought, I'm just joking. I hear TikTok in my head all the time. I'm sorry. Just as I thought. Okay, so the person that Leo is designing his intentions around is definitely that of the priestess energy. Very fiery, but probably not quite. Well, I mean, oh, hold on. Yeah, it's definitely wands. Well, it's almost as if it's this amazing person, but they have like, almost like an oppressive, mannerism. They're just kind of like, not negative, but they're not in like they're not naive to the world. They're very intuitive. They're very like clear, and things are indicated to them pretty aggressively when it comes to like feeling things and knowing things, and when things aren't right, when things are good, and when things are bad. But it's just this whole oppression. It's almost as if like you can't get one on them, like this individual. So this could be fire or water sign, I'm thinking. Yeah. Okay. So Leo, you're dealing with somebody who really knows his shit. They really know a thing or two about life. So, ooh. Okay. So, one of yous is a drama queen now. One of yous is causing a little ruckus. One of yous is not dealing with the relationship quite right. And one of you is like extremely thirsty. That is very much indicated here. They feel as if you are not quite what they feel as though maybe like you're latching on for a specific reason, or maybe it could be vice versa. There's definitely peaks. There's highs and lows to this relationship. Kind of a waves roller coaster. It's just like it's an adrenaline rush, and then it gets real low. So it's like something about the relationship, and it enhances and then it drops. It enhances and it drops. So it's almost like when you're together, it's like, but when you're apart, it's like, yeah. And this is where I'm feeling this. Okay, so you actually feel like they're the drama queen, that they cause arguments or difficulties, or they're making things chaotic, or you feel it's unnecessary drama. But again, there's a roller coaster here, so that usually causes drama. And that's when you start, hitting into problems, okay? So water or fire sign, and this is for our Leo. All right, this person is speaking loudly. Let's see. Okay. So they feel like the burdens of the relationship you place onto them. So you actually, to me is what I'm getting. You're not actually taking the blame for the things you should be taking the blame for. But it was you, Leo. So like something to do with Leo not taking the fault here. And they are indicating something that they're not expressing to you, but they are self-sabotaging the relationship. They're leaving before you can leave them. So they're fucking things up, and that's where the drama queen comes into play, and that's where the highs and the lows come in, is the back and forth bullshit of like not taking blame and self-sabotage. I mean, there's a self-sabotage in the situation. Again, this individual though is not like a mess per se, but this relationship is making them a mess. So that's where we're at on that. So you definitely need to dive a little bit deeper into this relationship. Let me get an outcome card. Should I do it? I really want to know. It's almost like a soap opera. Let me figure it out. Let's find an outcome, okay? You never really know. Find an outcome for our Leo, whatever relationship this is, fire, water. Ooh, I'm invested into the story now. Now I gotta know. I just got to. All right. Okay, so this card is indicating the outcome is you're not giving up on the situation. It's almost as if you feel you put too much work into the situation, which is not a reason to stay in a relationship. I'm just going to throw that out there. But you want to protect what you've built, and you believe in yourself enough to do this. So you actually believe in yourself so much that you think that you can muster up all of this strength and courage to literally keep this relationship going, even though it's on the whims of like dispel. I mean, whatever, do your thing. my advice would be to just really kind of reevaluate the whole like relationship. Just, you know, check in, tune in. Where can you fine tune in the relationship? Where can you, you know, tug and pull? What can we do here? What can we do here to make things a little more simple, to make things happier for this, or like a little easier or whatever? If you must be in a relationship, you want to make sure that the relationship is cared for. Because if it's not, it's going to be drama. There will be drama. Okay. Who we got next? What were we on? We're on Leo, huh? So we're going to move on. Let's go, Leo. Did we freaking get Cancer? I think we forgot Cancer, didn't we? Or is that next? That's next. Okay. Let's go into Cancer. No, I thought Libra was. Write this down. Oh, crap. I left Cancer way back there. So let's do Cancer, and then we'll just move back into Libra. See now? I always get off task. I'm always getting off task. All right. This is April 28th. This is our kind of love check-in with whomever you're concerned about. And we're going to find out some things about this person, indicating feelings, emotions for our Cancer. Kind of see where this person lies as far as your guys' relationship. And it's usually all that good stuff that we don't want to... Frick. Get out of the shop. He's a drama queen. I'm telling you. All right. Woo, girl. Way too many cards fell out for this one. This is insanity. Ooh, okay. Devil sign, Pentacle, Pentacle. Okay, so this we're dealing with the Earth sign. This person is extremely protective. There's a good business sense here. There's an immaturity here, though. And there is definitely somebody who has been on top of things before, and they just aren't anymore. So this is like indicate... Okay, I gotta let my dog out. Hold on. Frank. Yeah. I swear. So sorry. Okay. Oh, Lord. Okay. So this person is of balance. This person is of like being able to maneuver through life and get through life financially, business-wise. But they are upside down right now. They're just not quite themselves. The relationship feels very much like it's based off of not who they are. So it's almost like, yeah, you're good over here, Cancer, but it's almost like this Earth sign kind of forgot who they were when they were, connecting with you. So it's almost like they look wonderful, they look beautiful, they look like they got their shit together, but they're actually very upside down on themselves, and they're not quite themselves. Does that mean that this is an ending? No. That just means, that's where we're at here when you connected. Let's find out a little more about our Earth sign and Cancer relationship. Yeah, because they're pretty cool. Pretty earthy as far as a Taurus goes. Sturdy, loyal, dedicated. But again, they're just very upside down on things. And it's almost as if they're attaching themselves to something that is completely unattachable. So it's almost like maybe even addiction. So there could be addictions in the situation. I'm really feeling that. I just got like a weird... I don't know how to explain that feeling either. Okay, so there's a lot of things I can't explain to you, but this is where this is coming from. So this is a soulmate, though. This is a romantic partner for sure, and now that I'm seeing this. There is some unhealthy behaviors. Okay, again, here's that. It's indicating addictions. So there's unhealthy and toxic habits within this person. And the behaviors are super gross. And this could be coming from either of you, because addiction will make you, both of you, just insane. So I can't imagine that it would be wonderful. But this is a soulmate, indicating that, again, that this is just somebody who's very similar to who you are. Right now, again, they are not, and there could be addictions at play here, or, you know, even addictions by being addicted to a video game. I mean, it doesn't even have to mean like cocaine or like a Bud Light, too many, you know, it just means what I'm saying. Addiction can ruin anything, and that could be anything behind the addiction. Okay, so, okay, so either they left, they're not around anymore. Yeah, that's why I'm getting that whole far away. Okay, so this makes sense. Basically, what they are indicating that they have not been honest with you about is the fact that you came closer than anybody to getting them, you know, to be human with you, or whatever, as far as that means. They do, however, right at this moment, they feel like they're way too far away from you. They feel like they can feel you even in this apartness. So they feel as if like your love is very much surrounding them, or, you know, their love is surrounding you, but they can feel you one way or the other. And they really are hoping that you can forgive them one day. And they know that you're leaving them behind. Yikes. Okay. So this person could even be sick or not alive. This was something really bad, though. So I'm sorry. My condolences, because this is definitely something where somebody is sick, somebody's not alive. You might have lost somebody. Ugh. Okay. Yep. So I mean, either way, these are the messages that are being displaced, and they want you to know that. They want you to forgive them. And this could mean that they're in rehab. This could mean that they, you know, ran away and jumped inside of, you know, a truck and drove off somewhere. But what I am saying is they're no longer around you. I feel like they're not here, though. That's what I'm feeling this for sure. Or they're very far in their mind, unfortunately. So that's where we're at on that. Okay, so that is what they are feeling, though, currently. They want you to forgive them, Cancer, and they are hoping, you know, that you can feel them around you, and or vice versa. But they are very far away from you, and they, you know, they feel you, even though you are not around each other. So that is where we are at for that, Cancer. That is it's not fun. That was not a fun reading. Okay. I don't like all that. That makes me sad. I'm so sorry. And it just kind of comes upon you when you're reading cards. It's just like a very strange feeling. Okay. I don't know how to explain it any more than that. So let's move on. We're going to move into our Libra. Libra. So April 28th. This is our current reading on how does this person feel about me? How are they feeling emotionally? And this is about just about anybody. It could be someone you know, have a crush on who makes your coffee in the morning. It don't matter. Ooh, girl. Okay. Okay, so this could be an air sign or a fire sign, but what's being indicated to me here is that this is very much a person who is not seeing a picture directly. So something's going on around them. There are things going on around them that they're completely off the Richter scale here. They're not seeing nothing. And, you know, this person is usually somebody who has a pretty good lens as far as a person for you goes. They usually have a pretty clear vision of what somebody is or what something is. So we're not talking about any old air sign. We're talking about somebody who just, you know, they're very much aware of things, but they could be like, you know, closing their eyes off to the situation, even whatever the situation is going to be. So we're going to find out what the situation is, where we're at in this relationship, what are we covering up the bad stuff for, and why is it that Libra's person is not able to see things clearly? Okay. Okay, so there is some sort of reveal, confession. It could be the truths of the relationship or something around the relationship. Again, it doesn't have to actually be like that. It's something that is in the relationship. But there is some type of hiding. There's something hiding here. Ugh, it doesn't feel good either. This does not feel good. I don't like it. Okay. So there's something going on. Somebody's hiding. This is a huge indication of hiding. It's just with this Two of Swords reverse, there is definitely a hiding, and there's on the verge of something. So something's about to be revealed to our Libra, or you are about to reveal something to your fire sign or air sign. Okay. And this is not to go crazy. This is just so that you're kind of aware of how this person feels. You can always do check-ins with this individual. This does not mean that you need to get, like, you know, a tracker or something on them. It's just to make you aware of something or to give you an intention for your relationship. Okay. Okay, so it's... bleh. I feel like there's a third party in the situation or somebody else in this situation, because there's definitely someone in this relationship who's kind of like waiting on a sign to, you know, like reveal the situation so that, you know, they can go where they need to go. But they want to feel something specific again, once more. But this reveal has a lot to do with whatever it is that they're waiting on. One more. And whomever this is definitely somebody that left them before they could leave. So they left before. Oof, okay. Yeah, there's definitely a hiding situation. So something is about to be confessed. But again, this is very much riding on the coattails of not your relationship. It's almost like an old one. Somebody who can see clearly, but they're not seeing very clearly right now. And they're very aware that you're very feminine. You have like a divinity about you. You don't put up with bullshit. And they're very, very clear on this. And that does not mean that if you're a girl or a boy, it doesn't matter. It's just like this, it's just this energy. It's just this divine diva honey type thing. Like, you don't fuck around with this person, basically. So there, yeah. So it's very much indicating that there's tragedy within the relationship, only because, again, this is just something that could have happened in just a previous relationship. This could have happened in the relationship you're in, or the one that you're going to get into. So again, this is however this resonates for you. I'm just sorry, but these are terrible cards, and I don't like them. But whatever's happening in this relationship, they're very much thinking that you left them behind. They're very much thinking that they are going to wait on signs for somebody else. So there was a third party in the situation, and there was a forbidden love. And they want to feel that way again. And I don't know if that's with you or the other person. There's definitely a third party. And third party could mean a ton of things. And however that resonates for you. But I want you to check in with your relationship, with your loved one, or with your future ship, or with your past relationship. You could be like, oh, good. I knew it. I fucking knew it. He was cheating on me like crazy. It even said hidden profiles on Facebook. Ugh. I don't like it. I don't like it. Okay, we're going to move on. I don't like that one. Okay, come on, Scorpio. Let's, give me a really... These are relationships, people. And I really can't lie about this stuff. Like, I really wish I was making this shit up. But these are relationships. And if you have been on TikTok lately, you will find a thing called relationship goals. Well, it's bullshit. Nobody has relationship goals. The dirty parts of a relationship are the most needed, the most necessary, but are the most drawn out thing ever. So, like, you really have to understand right at this moment that this is not relationship goals. This is definitely This is definitely how you're feeling and how somebody is emotionally and what you want to know from the person. And it's not relationship goals. I promise. I'm sorry, but there's a lot of bad people and a lot of bad energy and a lot of bad shit and a lot of bad entities, souls. That does not mean that, you know, these people are rotten or anything like that, or, you know, we're, you know, scorned for life. It just means we are humans, we are flawed, and I'm sorry, but I have to tell you that. I'm sorry I have to be the bearer of bad news, but here I am. Here I am. Some days it's nothing but good readings, but like, you know, relationship ones are hard because there's always some shit. There's always some shit you have to deal with, okay? So this is a fire sign. Could also be a Gemini, but I'm definitely feeling fire sign in this, and this is for our Scorpio. So it could be fire or air. So basically, it's almost like a true match for this individual. Yay! Okay, so it's almost like there's a true connection, a true match. You two are yin and yang. You guys are, you know, back and forth, good and bad when you need it. And it's just almost like a really, really nice match. But it's almost as if this wands or this air sign is not able to fulfill what they're trying to fulfill. They're upside down on situation as far as like wanting to be able to be creative or express or even teach. There is something as far as like obsession, or there's just too much indulgence in something here in this relationship. So there's like an obsession either in the relationship or within it. So like this person or you could have an obsession with something, or you guys indulge too much, or, you know, they indulge with you too much, or they're obsessed with you, or vice versa. And you did just recently come to some kind of compromise or an agreement. But there's a little indicator of living beyond means. So maybe need to check in with that and address that with this issue. So it's almost like you two have bills together, or you blended lives at the time or now, like however that resonates however that resonates with you. But there's definitely a living beyond means. So you guys are spending too much money. You're spending too much money and you don't even have it, honey. Okay, so any of the issues that Scorpio you're dealing with this fire or air sign, it's almost as if you're burying yourself, you know, completely in work or school or whatever it is. So you're just trying to hide from whatever the difficulties in the relationship are. You're actually burying your head underneath work or school or books or whatever it is, or guy time or girl time. Oh, I'm going out. I don't want to fucking deal with you. So stop doing that, because, you know, that doesn't help. It makes you seem unavailable and you feel not available. And this person, Scorpio, they need you to know, but you don't know because they haven't said anything, but they're just very much needing to heal. And that is something that, you know, we hear, but we don't resonate with. We don't like let it sit with us. But it's time for them to heal, and they have no time for it. Whatever it is that you're doing to make it so, like, you know, kind of they're regressing and healing, that's what they're talking about. Stop fucking doing that. How about that? Something about work, though. Like, this work thing is definitely a thing, too. And not being available. They want to heal. So, I mean, they could make decisions otherwise, too. That is also the Lover's card as well. So there could be decision-making because of that. But you want to make sure, Scorpio, to check in with your loved one. Stop spending so much money because you don't have enough. You won't. I mean, it feels like it right now until you get your bills in, or you get your receipts and you're like, oh. So anyway, make sure to stop spending so much money. Check in with your partner. Stop hiding away from the issues. They are healing. They're in healing process. That's something that they're not indicating enough probably. But whatever this I'm not available thing is, it is really not helping the healing process. So, you know, good intentions to pull from, however that resonates for you, whether you're Scorpio or not, okay? Let's move on to Sagittarius. I think this might be the last one I'll have time for. I have to go pick up kids. Hopefully they're in a better mood than at 7 in the morning. Because I'll tell you what, those little critters are cranky in the morning. I'm just going to throw that out there. All right, so you have a new relationship, Sagittarius, or else you've just ended one. But whichever, there's a completion happening within and around. So, definitely earth sign. So you're dealing with an earth sign. Tell them happy birthday. Somebody that you're probably going to start a family with, or you already have, but there's much joy here. This is just a happy, happy reading so far. I'm just very happy right now. So yay. Okay, so there is a joining of forces. There's a joining of forces, whether that is down the road or right now. I don't care. It's happy. It's joyful. It's new. It's all about like linking together, positivity, connection. But this is a new beginning, or something like that just ended. So we're going to find that out in a minute, because I'm going to pull some cards for that. Unfortunately, we don't ever really know, do we? Okay. Oh my God. Okay. I'm so happy right now. Okay. So yes, this is love. This is genuine. It's unconditional. It's enchanting. It is admired by all. This person is somebody you very much adore, and they are very genuine. They are unconditionally in love with you as you are them. This is coming up, or this is something that you're currently in. I'm reading off current energy vibe, but again, this could, you know, go back and forth for people. So this is just like a happily ever after, once upon a time, Cinderella, Snow White type story. Well, hopefully not Snow White. I don't think any of those are really great. The real ones anyway. So never mind. Let's scratch that. Scratch that I said that. Just the mere seeing or being around this individual is definitely something that kind of takes a hold of you. So they feel the same way. They do. And you're clear on that. Like, you're not stupid. You know that they just love you. Love potion number 9 you. And you're the best thing. They want you to know that. And that's not something that they probably have expressed outwardly, because, you know, they take their time. They're an earth sign. They'll take their time, maneuver through the way that they need to, make sure everything's good, everything's sturdy, grounded, and then I'll tell you some things. But yes, they feel like you are the best possible thing that could have ever happened to them in their life. And this is a new beginning. It's a new successful beginning for y'all. All right. I mean, you are already aware that you overwhelm them. You're very aware of that. But what you're not aware of is that you are the best thing in their life. And this is something that is going to develop into just an amazing family relationship connection here. So yes, genuine, certain love, admiration. I am envious of it. I love it. It's a beautiful thing. I want you to keep going with it. Intention is just, you know, keep checking in with that person and keep, you know, doing what you're doing. Because y'all have good energy. Okay. All right. I think I can get one more in. Heck, I might even be able to make it to the end. I just get to talking. And Frank, you know, he interrupted a few times. So kind of slows us down. All right, we've got a water sign for our, what are we on? Aquarius. Yeah. Okay. Water sign for Aquarius. No, we're on Capricorn. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we just did Sagittarius, so it's Capricorn's turn. So it's either you or them, but it's maybe them, but I feel like they're just kind of flowing through life, Capricorn. It's almost like they're just floating down the river and they kind of like just floated right by you and yeah, I'll stop for a minute. So it's like they're stopping for a minute, but they're not promising you that they can maintain a hangout there. So like they're not talking about building a foundation there. They're just, they were floating by and you two met and you guys were hanging out and you enjoyed each other, and that was that. It was, you felt as if though it was the Fortune 500, like I don't even know if anyone knows what that means anymore. You felt as if you won the lottery with this individual, which I mean, and they're very lucky about something in their life made them this way. So it's almost like, again, and they're feeling resistant in the flow right now, and I don't know what that means, but we're going to find out. But this person is definitely somebody who's flowing, and they're there for a reason. Something put them there, so they're very lucky in life to be able to say, yeah, I just flow. I just go with the flow, And so something made them that way again. And right now they're just like very much resisting the flow because something is adding to the situation. Triggers for sure. So they are being triggered in the relationship, in and around it right now. And one of you is not facing the truth of the situation. So the scenario or the relationship is only being half seen probably by Capricorn, because it's almost like they're like, I'm going to be on my way, but it's like this person doesn't even understand what the heck's going on. So it's like Capricorn just kind of hid themselves. You hid yourself from the fact that this person was going to keep moving forward. And you kind of were aware of that when it was starting. But not, if that makes sense. But like, I mean, like how much can we actually lie to ourselves? Especially when somebody is like so, what would be the word? I don't know. They're just like, they're off here and they're off there, and they wherever they land, they call home, basically. Not like love or true love or genuine or deep or whatever. That's where we're at. Let's figure out what they're feeling. I'm eager to know. So you know some things. You know that you probably were the closest to being in a relationship with them, and they do very much love you. And that might not be something that they say very often or something that you're aware of, because it's almost like you maybe are ignoring the fact that you're hearing them say it. You might not even be paying attention because you're a Capricorn and you got something else going on every other day. Okay. So you two are separated at the moment, maybe. You're curious if they're happy without you. So it's almost maybe you're on a break. Yeah, it's kind of looking like you aren't together at the moment. Yeah, I mean, weird. Even though they're bound or they're, moving. They're moving. They're traveling, they're moving, or else in the mind or in, the connection even. But they do want you to know that it doesn't matter how far away they are always looking for you. They're always looking to see if you're around, or, they're always looking around for you. They feel like you're going to pop up or something. Yeah. But yeah, they want you to know they love you. They look for you, and you came closer than anyone. But you knew that. You knew the whole time. You knew about them, not falling in love. You knew that they would move through. They're just passing by in your life. Oh, goodness. Lord have mercy. Love readings make me tired. Okay. I think we can make it to Aquarius now. We might get into Pisces. We might finish this bad boy. Let's try. I don't want to rush because I like to go over everything, but you never know. All right. This is our Aquarius 28th. This is just how do they feel. This is a fire sign, definitely. Somebody who is just not stopping. You have a fire sign in your life who is not stopping, whether that's to work or relationship or whatever. This individual is just they keep trying. Even though, they feel as if like the fighting is over or, whatever this is, but like they don't want to drop it. So maybe there is fighting. I don't even know why that came out of my mouth. Yeah, so they're over the fucking, they're over it. Basically, whatever is happening in your relationship, they're fucking over it. They're sick of walking uphill and feeling all this resistance because they have so much baggage, so much anxiety and conversation, arguments with you. So they're definitely feeling like, you know, they're tired, but they know that this fight isn't over. They are going to keep fighting about it, whatever that is, Aquarius. And they feel like, you know, it doesn't matter how far they go. They never manage to feel like they go far enough for you. So somebody is definitely living beyond their means, maybe pretending they were something that they weren't with you, Aquarius, okay? One of you chased. So one of you chased the other. And there could have even been a pregnancy. So there is, you know, entrapment with money here, entrapment with pregnancy probably. But the money is lining up with the pretending to have money thing too. And there's entrapment. So there's some type of a money situation between two of y'all. And I'm going to hurry up and get what they're thinking and how they feel, because that's super, super important in this. Ooh, okay. So you guys were highly attracted to each other when you met, and they do have news, and they wish they could express it to you. They wish they could tell you. So they're probably, you two probably are not together is what I'm assuming. Yeah, so they want you to know, even though it may, this dog, I swear to God. Even though you may have thought it was easy to let you go, it was not. They want you to know that. And they want you to know they are still attracted to the idea of, you know, being around you. And you know they have good news though, and I don't know what that means. So you know whatever the fuck they got going on. You're like, yeah, I already know. But, you know, Aquarius, you just, I don't know, maybe you should reach out. Maybe, what's the news? Like, what is it? Are you having a baby? Does it mean, you know, she paid her loans off? He paid his loans off? Like, what's going on? Got out of jail, maybe? Okay, so they do want you to know that they are super grateful to have met you. Super grateful. If they could tell you these things, they would. But that is how they feel. They feel as if they could tell you anything in the world, and they would. But for some reason, they can't. And I don't know what that means. And they are grateful for the spiritual lesson they got within the process of your two's relationship. Okay? I think we might make it. My phone's about to die too. It's just like all of it happens at once. It's not just like one thing. All right, Pisces is up next, April 28th. Just checking in with love, relationships, any kind of ship around them. What do they think? What's on, you know, what's on their mind? Pisces wants to know. Yeah. Right. Okay, definitely a swords card. Somebody very, very, very airy for sure. Maybe even have a little earth in them. So this individual is running from something. So they're running from something almost as if like they're going to all ends for you in this relationship, Pisces. I don't know what this all means. This is so strange. Something that you guys were building together. So there was a lot of building in this relationship, but they would go to all ends for you. They would definitely jump, you know, twirl, ballerina, tap dance. They would do whatever they had to, you know, to get with you or to stay with you or to stay, you know, near you even. They're, you know, they'd go a long way for you is what is being indicated. And they do have a message for you. Definitely they kept notes somewhere. So you may even have their old diary or their old notebook. Maybe this person doesn't even exist anymore. Yeah, so they definitely they were running from a situation or running towards you, but they do like to avoid things. So they ran off to avoid something for sure. But again, they would do anything for you, and the cards are saying that there's something written somewhere that you need to check out, or somewhere where they were keeping notes. And make sure that you're checking in with signs. If you see, you know, triple numbers, double numbers, or, you know, a bunch of white cars, a bunch every day, or you see something 5 different times and at 555, like check in with those signs and you know, stay in connection with that. So this individual is super, super masculine, and they were very much in their divine. So they were very much in their path. They were good. They're a good individual. They're just a runner. That's very certain here. So they're very much a runner. They would go to all ends for you, but they had some shit swarming around them, you know? You know that they would feel, if they could be with you again, they would definitely feel that way again. And that's something that you're aware of. What you're not aware of is the fact that whatever they're learned from this situation or this relationship, if this is, you know, happened or not happened, I thought I went out. They want you to know that they're learning from it. They learned from it. They're on a spiritual path. Again, extremely divine at the moment. They lost themselves for a while, and they want you to know that they're aware of this, because it's not something they were saying. It was something they would avoid and run from. Okay? So they feel very much like you need to find this writing, some sort of writing. Maybe it has to do with numbers. But that's something that's being indicated that you need to check out. Maybe there's a diary on a computer somewhere, or, you know, they, you know, threw something away and you need to go look for it or whatever. But go check it out. Go find it out. They wrote, something's written, or some kind of piece of paper with something super important on it you need to find. They say, yes, that's something you need to go find. Okay.